Hello everybody and welcome to World Mosaics 6 here on the channel. There are 3 more of these games, this one, the 7th, and the 8th. We finished the 5th one last week. If you guys are enjoying World Mosaic being on the channel as a mainstay until we complete it, let me know by hitting the like button and the subscribe button below, and leave a comment of some games you would like to see next on the series, or on the channel. So, here's the story. I'm sure it's very intriguing. I want to play puzzles. I don't need to be told how to play this. Okay, we have the Soviet Eclipse. I don't need to know tips. I've played this game enough. Now, I will say the background is actually not nearly as painful as some of the backgrounds that I've played with this game series. Sometimes they decide to just make the whole background exploding with color. And also, huge apology if you can hear the cars going by and stuff like that. The whole reason I'm even recording today is because we lost internet about 7 times, so I am not really wanting to start something like a game for fun or do anything else when I can just record and play a game that doesn't require internet. Because if you don't know by now that nothing is consistent in the US, you pay for services, but you never get services. That is how it works here. Okay. Level 2, triple question marks. Interesting how they've completely accepted the idea that just because you tell me what it is doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily be able to figure it out. I can go one here. Nothing there. This can go to like here. This can go one further. And we can go to here. Nothing there or there. There's the 4. Nothing there. There's the 3. 1 there. Get rid of that. 7 and a 1. This 8 goes to here. 1 there. 1 there. So then I have to imagine it's just that on the opposite side. Now I'm starting to think that this is just creating puzzle pieces. No, okay. So do I have to do a puzzle at the end of every single one, or? Okay, 5 and a 4 there. And also, just in case it wasn't obvious from what I just said, I do have a massive headache, so. To be expected at this point, migraines are basically the top trade here in the US. Pretty much everybody has them. Half the doctors don't even believe they exist. That is, yeah. 1 there. There's a 4. 4 here. 1 there. We can go 3 here. And there's a 2. And now we can go 1 here. Get rid of this, so the 2 has to go there. 4 here, 5 there, 1 here, 1 there. Okay. Some kind of an army trooper. Guard, okay. Or that. I mean, I guess that makes sense. You have chain link fence, checkpoint, guard. Okay, so maybe barbed wire is one of these two. I guess 6 in here. Can't go anywhere in this direction. Can't go anywhere here. The 6 and 3 go like that. This is a 1, so is that. This is a 1. This has to be connected. Can't have anything here. 4 has to go here. Nothing there. This is a 2. There's that. That's a 3 here. 3. Oh. Trying to go too fast, make a mistake on the first puzzle set. And I will say we're back to 10 puzzles instead of 12. So that's interesting that they decided to go back to that norm. What was I working on before? It's 6 here, 1 there. Get rid of this, this, and this. And this. We can go 4 here, 1 there. Get rid of that. 2 here. There's a 4. There's a 3. Not sure what that is yet. 4 here. So that had to be the 2 there. This has to be the 1. This 2 has to go here. And 2 here, 1 there. 3 here, 1 here. I have no idea what some of these are. The 10 by 10s are really difficult to tell what anything you are making is, which just makes it even funnier that they decided to just put 3 question marks down from now on. I think I actually made a comment about the fact that in the past, some of the levels, they tell you what it is, and I'm like, I don't know how I was ever supposed to know that based off what I'm looking at. That information in a Mosaic game, I mean, doesn't even help. 3 space 2 space, I think that's just straight across. Yes. 4 there, 1 here, get rid of this and this. 4 there, 2 here, 4 here, and this is straight across too. Just now realizing that. 3 there, get rid of that, 1 and 1, get rid of this. 1 here, get rid of that. 2 and a 1, 4 here, 3 here, there's a 4 there. This is a 3. And this is a 3. And like this, and then 4 there. Okay. Next one is Kokoshnik? Kokoshnik? I have no idea. Anybody who knows what those words are, like, let me know in the comments and stuff. Obviously, unless they're like bad words or something, then just say, yeah. 3 here, and go like this. 1 there, 2 here. 1 has to go there, and a 1 has to go here now. 1 there. There we go. And this one is... Okay. Oh, okay. I think I'm starting to realize what's going on now. We have a 10 there, 10 here, 10 there. This 9 is going to go here. It won't? Oh, yeah. Duh. Hello? Usually the first area is ones I can just easily complete. Today has just not been a great day. 2 here, 5 there, 1 there, 1 there, okay. 6 here, there's a 2, gets rid of all of that. 5 there, and we have to go up 2 more there. And this is a missile truck, okay. Oh, is this the launching of Sputnik? I think I saw that for approximately 5 seconds on one of the level descriptions. Okay. And this is all 1s too. 1 here. This 2 has to go here now. Gets rid of that. There's the 4. Okay. And we go like this. 5 there. 3 here. And 3 there and there. And CB radio. Okay. Now we go 10 here, 8 there and here. There's the 8 here, 3 there and there. Getting rid of all of this. And this is to 5. This is to 3 there. Gets rid of all of this. And that. 1 has to go here. 1 has to go there. And then 1 there. Okay. Observation dome. Sure thing. Now we can go 7, 2, getting rid of that. This will let us go to 6. Nothing here at all. That's a 4 there then. This will let us go to 6. Can't have anything there, so this is going to be a 2 and a 1. This goes to a 4 here, 3 there, 3 here, 1 there. There's the 8. There's that. 8 to there, 8 to here. Like this. Get rid of that. 2 there. You can go 1 here. 2 there, get rid of this. 1 there, get rid of that. There's a 2, 2 here. And that's a 4, 1, 1 here, 1 there. Okay. I think that is the last one of this level set. Postage stamp. Okay. Now we have to... Okay, the puzzle just completes itself. Okay, so there was that. Now we go... What is that? Germany? Maybe? I'm terrible with maps. Okay, so we have a 10 here, 8 here, 8 there. We can go up to 3 here and 3 there. Get rid of this. This 2 literally has to go there. 3 here. There's the 4s. 4s continue in the same locations. The 2 has to go here. And there's the 4. 30 seconds, huh? So the difficulty doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so Netherlands. Yeah, I mean, besides the fact that that red location thing looked like it could have been basically half of Europe. Okay, 4 there. You can go this here, get rid of that. This has to go there, so it's a 2 here. This can go down to here. There's the 3. This goes over to here. Get rid of this. Nothing there or here at all. 1 there gets rid of the rest of that. This 8 goes to here. We can go like this. This 2 has to go there. 3 here and 3 there. There's the 2, and then we have 1s on both sides there. Okay, so something dealing with the Olympics. Not really even reading the messages and stuff that pop up each time. So we can go 3 here. This lets us go to there. Get rid of this. This 5 has to go here. Nothing there. There's a 1 here. Nothing here. This 8 has to go there. Get rid of this. That's a 2. This can now go over to here. This 5 has to go there. So it's like that. 1 there. Nothing there. There's a 1 here. There's a 2. And can't go there. 1 here. Can't go there. 1 there. 1 has to go here. 1 has to go there. There we go. I'll probably complete these 2 for this recording session. Probably looking to about 2-hour long videos from now on for World Mosaic, just so that we can really get it done faster. So this will only be about 20 minutes at the rate I'm going with these. 6 and a 4 gets rid of all of that. 3 has to go here. 4 has to go there. Get rid of that. This is a 1. Get rid of this. This can't go to here. So the 3 has to go there. Gets rid of all of that. We can go 1 more there. There's the 5. This 2 has to go here. Get rid of that. 6 there. Finish up all of this. 7 to there. 2 to here. There we go. It's so funny how the 10 by 10 puzzles look in these games. They always look so just rough, and you're like, how am I supposed to tell what this is at the slightest? 4 here, 6, and obviously that was a person running, but most of the time it's quite difficult to actually figure out what is going on. Now this could be interesting. Okay, can't have anything there. So this has to go here. 1 there, gets rid of all of this. So this 3 has to go here. And now some way I'm supposed to figure out where all of this goes from just these numbers. Never mind, it wasn't nearly as hard as I thought. There is a high-pitched, like, driving sound coming from the right side. From now on, that's just what I'm going to have to call it. I have no idea how to even explain some of these sounds we're hearing outside. 4 there. 4 here. There's a 5. I clicked on the one that's wrong because I literally can't think. It's one of the things about moving that I'm looking forward to the most is just being able to actually hear myself think. It's been so long since I've not had a headache. We were supposed to move a while back, and that ended up not working. Ah, there's the sound. Just a bike probably going 5 times faster than it's supposed to. Four here, 1 there. Okay. What is that? The pillow? It looked like a shuriken. I was like, what is that? Okay. Maybe like a 2 here? Yeah, we can go 2 here. Then a 1 there, get rid of this. 4, 2 here. And there's the 5. 2 here. Okay, there's the 4. 3 here. 2 there, get rid of that. 2 here. Okay. 3 here. 1 there, get rid of this. There's the 3. 2 here. Okay. This is slowly starting to make some sense on what needs to be where. Not really. I think this might actually be just the flame. Is that why it looks so weird? Or maybe not. Just a person? Mask of Zeus. Okay. 3 more left of this one. 1 here. Okay, we can go 2 and 1 there. So this 2 has to go over here. Get rid of that. Can't have a 3 there now. 1 there. Can't have anything here or anything there. 1 here. 1 there and there. Gets rid of all of this. Okay, so the 2 has to go here. Has to be a 1 there. There's the 2. Okay, so do I get any other help, or am I kind of on my own here? I can say 1 there. 1 here. 2 could go here. Could you have a 1 here? Who really knows? Can't have anything there. 1 there. Can't have anything here. There's the 3. Okay. I think now we got it. I was right to think that that was not connected. Nothing there or there, so it's got to go like this. Okay. Torch relay. Now we go to the second to last one. This one also doesn't show me how many levels there are in the main level set for the campaign, so that's kind of unfortunate. I won't be able to predict how much longer I have on the game. One there. There's a 4 up here, but that doesn't help at all. The 6 doesn't help any further. Can't have 1 there, but that doesn't help in the slightest. Guess we can say that maybe. 4 here. And 1 there. Go up to a 6. Can't have anything here. Oh, they still haven't gotten that one out of the game. It used to be able to do that in the older Mosaic games, being able to just go across the entire thing and go off of it and still just unclick it and get it done that way. But I can understand why they didn't leave it in the game. It's just one of those things of, I personally prefer it because of how high my mouse's sensitivity is. Okay, 1 there, 2 here, 2 there, 1 there. Okay, 1 more left. Olympic Cauldron. Oh, we have a 15 by 15 already. 5 here, but it's actually more than 5. We can go to 8. 4 there. This can go up to here. Nothing here. Nothing there. This can go to 3. Okay. This can't go there or here, so nothing there. This can now go to there. However, none of that really helps all that much. So all of this is nothing. That might have honestly helped more. Nothing there. Gets rid of this. And now what? Can't have 1 there. 4 space. No, but close. We can go 3 then. Okay, we can go 1 here. Go down to there. Probably 2 here. Get rid of this. There's the 4. 3 here. There's part of the 5. 3 here. Get rid of this. 1 there. There's the 2 for that one. And there's the 5. Okay, we're making progress. Shockingly. I think that's about as far as that can help me, though. That's a 1. So 2 has to go here. Okay. That's the 4. 2 more there. Get rid of that. And... Oh, we can figure out where the 10 is. Here we go. I won't be making a mistake that way now. Get rid of that. 2 here. Honestly shocked that this is so difficult. It's only the second area. 1 there, I guess. 1 space, 2 space. Nope, not even close. We can get rid of this. We can go 1 here. Like, I'm not even kidding. I don't know what that truck is, but I think that same truck is driven by about 15 times noise-wise. 3 here. 2 there. Get rid of all of this. 4 here. That's a 2. 1 there. Get rid of that. And One needs to go here, get rid of this. One needs to go there, get rid of that. One here. One there. Two there. Okay, finally got it. That was a lot of back and forth. But at least it's over. What's the next area? Okay, so we go to middle of the ocean. Okay. Crown for an emperor. And it's another 15 by 15. Looks like we can start with a 9 there. 2 here, this is a 1. So now we know that 5 is there. This can go up to 6, can't go there, so there has to be a 5 here. 2 here, 1 there, can go 2 there. This has to be a 1. This 4 can't go anywhere there, so that's a 3 here. 4 to there, 2 here. And we can go 3 there. That has to be a 3. So that's a 2. Part of the 3 is here. This 2 is going to be there, but that's actually going to be a 4. And there's the 3. Get rid of that. 1 there. This is just a 4, that means. This is a 1. There's the 5. Get rid of this line and that line. And this line. 3 there, 4 here. Get rid of that and this. That's a 4. There's the 4 there. Okay, that one's done. 2 here. Get rid of that. 2 there. Get rid of that. 1 here. There's the 7. Get rid of this. That one's done as well. The 7 is going to go to here. That's the 3. There's the 4. That one's done as well. 1 here, get rid of that. And there's the 11. Okay. Quick start. Pretty sure the first part of this video only was like 20 or 30 minutes, so we have a long time more to go on this video. From now on, I think I'm going to have the World Mosaics be an hour and a half to like hour 30 minutes, just so we can really get some progress going. 2 space, the 7 is not there. Okay. This has to be a 1. That actually doesn't help all that much. This has to be a 1 here. So this can go to here now. Get rid of that, get rid of this. We can go 8 here. I imagine that has to be the 7. Same thing with this. Okay. That's the 6. Gets rid of that. This 5 is here, finishing up all of those. These are 1s as well. On both sides. Now this 5 has to go to at least there. And there's the 8. Probably the same thing on this side, if I had to take a guess. Okay. And this is just gonna go to here, guaranteed. Can actually go 1 more there. Finishing up all of this. Okay. This is a 1, that's a 1, there's the 5, there's the 4 there as well. This 9 goes up to here. And that goes like this, finishing both of these rows. That's a 1, so that 2 goes there. And 1, 2, 1. Okay. Get rid of this. Get rid of that and that. This is nothing too. So the 1s have to go here. And then like this and then that. Okay. Now what is this? Longwood House. Okay, next level. Another one that does not seem very simple. 4, 11. I guess technically we can probably go to there. Well, this is actually just straight across now that I'm looking at it. And that is nothing here. This can go up to 4, finishing up all of that. This 4 literally has to go there. Okay, nothing here. This 1 has to go here. There's the 5. Can't go there, so there's the 4. Gets rid of all of that. This can go to 7. And then to 3. We can go 2 here, getting rid of both of these. Get rid of this. There's the 6. Get rid of that. 3 there, get rid of this. 1 here. And nothing there. So there's the 5. 1 here, gets rid of all of that. Which actually does help out this time because that means the 3s have to be there. And there's this. Okay. So we can go 1 here, get rid of this and this. This 2 has to go here. Getting rid of all of that. This now has to go like that. 3 here, gets rid of this and this. There's the 3 the rest of the way. This one's just done too. 3 and 1 here. There's the 3 there. Get rid of that and this. This 1 has to go here. Can't have anything there now or here. So this 2 has to go there, finishing that. This 2 has to go there, so this 1 has to go over here. Okay. Funny thing is, I honestly thought that was a person, but the problem was that they didn't appear to have a face outline, so I was kind of concerned at what I was actually making. Okay, 15 up here. For some reason, this is like our first 15 that I have actually seen. Okay, like this. And then a 1 there, getting rid of all of that. And that is actually about as far as that goes for helping. 3 here, all the way up to there. Then we go 1 more 3, then we go a 4. Okay. Now this 1 has to go here, there's the 10. That finishes up both of these lines. And over here, probably roughly the same thing. This goes up to 5, never mind. This can go here. And this 9, I think, can go to 6. This 7 can go to 2 there. Get rid of this. Oh, that's the 5 this way. Get rid of that. And this, there's the 10. Now this can go to 4. Getting rid of all of these lines. 3 there, these are all 4s. That's a 1. Is that 7? Yes, so 8 there. And this 11 can actually go to here, which gets rid of all of this. There's the 3, there's the 6 done, so that can't go there. Or here now. Done there. 1 and 1. That has to go here and here. Gets rid of this. There's the 11. Nothing here, so there's the 8. Get rid of that and this. That's the 9. Nothing here. 1, 1, and 1. Okay, and this is a meeting of some sorts? Oh, uniform. Wow, I thought that was like person's face, like shaking hands. Nope. Okay. We can go 7 here. And this just goes 10, 11, get rid of both of those, 9 to there, there's the 4, 3 and a 2, and then 8 to here, 9 there, 10 there, get rid of both of those. This is a 6. Can't go here, so there's the 1 for that. Okay. I wasn't even meaning to click there. I was honestly trying to click on the end of the 11, but whatever. We'll take advantage of that hint. Just have to do it over again to there. If you must know, the room is making the most random sounds again, and I can't focus. See? As if on cue. 8. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 3, 3, 4. 2 here, getting rid of all of this, as well as getting rid of all of that. Okay, this goes 11, 10, 9, getting rid of both of these. There's the 6. These are 4s, that's a 9, there's the other 6. These are done there, that's a 4. This is a 1 here. 1 there, there's the 3 up here. Get rid of all of this. So that's 5, that's 4, that's 5, get rid of that. 6 to here, nothing there, 1 there. 3 here, 3 there, there's the 4, get rid of that. 3 to a 5, that's the rest of the 2. 3 here, 2 there, and 1 there. Oh, is that Europe? Indeed it is. I actually knew what that was. I'm impressed. Okay, 14 here. Get rid of these top 2. And probably we can go to 10 here, 8 here, and 6 there. Okay. So now we just have to figure out where these 1s go. 3 there, 3 here, 3 there. These are all 1s. Okay. These are all 1s. 1 there, get rid of all of this. There's the 10. Okay, can't have anything there. That has to be the 4 here. So this 9 goes down to there as well. That's the 3, that's a 2, that's the 1 there, and an 11 there. Okay. Why did I feel like that was one of those coding levels almost? Okay, so 4 here, 4 there. You can go like this. This will just go up to 4, and there's the 8. 3 there and a 3 here. Get rid of all of this. This goes up to 6. 2 here. And 2 there. Get rid of that. 3 here. We can go 4 there. This 7 goes up to here, and this 1 goes there. Okay. Is it like a fence? Gate. Okay. 4 more left. That'll probably be it for the night for this one. Okay. Great. Now, these are some of my favorite. 2 here. I don't really know where to start, so I just have to start guessing, and I slowly realize that none of the guessing I am doing is actually helping. Can't go there. That helps a lot. 3, 10, 11, 12. I guess we can go up to there. Both places here. Up to here. Probably nothing there either. So this has to be a 1. All of this is a 1. Maybe 5 here again? Okay. 5 here again? Wow. 3 there, 3 here. And the good news is there is symmetry. So that is what I am going off of for all of my guesses. 3 here. Have to go up to there, but then like this. And 1 here, there's the 3. This has to have a 1 here, so this has to go like this. There we go. This one has to go here. Can't go there. Can't have anything here either. Nothing there, so there's the 3s. 2 here and here. Actually, this isn't symmetrical. No, it is. Okay, I thought it was. That's what happens when you constantly have a headache. Thinking is not my specialty. 1 here and here. Get rid of all of this, and this, and this. Okay. Get rid of this. Down to here. All of that. Can't have it here, so it has to be there. And like that. Okay. Is that a dog's face? It is. Wow. A symmetrical dog face. That's a new one. 2 here, 3 to there. Technically not a guarantee what any of that is. 3 here, I guess. Now what? Maybe to there. Maybe to here. Okay. 5 there, get rid of this. That's nothing there either. This now goes to 3. Can go to 5 there now. This can go over to here. This 3 has to go there. Technically it didn't. No, it did. There's definitely not enough space for all of that there. Okay. 1 here, get rid of that. That 2 has to go here. This is a 1. There's the 2 there. 5 here. 3 there. This is probably one of the most obnoxious amount of guesswork, but not really guesswork, that I have ever had to do for a level. 2 here, get rid of this. There's the 3. There's a 5, get rid of that. 1 here. Okay, there's the rest of that. Nothing there. Okay. Can't have anything here. 3 here. And this 5, 5, that has to have some help with it. I mean, I feel like that's wishful thinking, but it's gotta go something like that. Okay. So 1 space 3. Yeah, that has to be. This can't be the 1 because there's not enough space. Okay, get rid of all of that. We can go 5 here, getting rid of the rest of that, and this. There's the 5, and there's the 5. 2 here, getting rid of that and the rest of that. That's a 3. This is a 3. Get rid of that. That's a normal car. 1 here and 1 there. Get rid of all of this. 1 here, 1 there. Get rid of that. This has to be a 5. This has to be the 3. Getting rid of all of this. And that's a 3. Okay. So 2 there. Get rid of all of this. 2 here. Somehow I did not make a single mistake on that. I am very shocked. Broken bonds. Okay, 2 more levels left. And we have an 11 here to work with. We can go to 7. This can go up to here. That's actually too far. Never mind. Where's the 7? It's right in the middle. Why is it like everything for this group of levels feel like it's always in the middle? Okay, 9, 4. That's a 1. 9. This is a 4. This is a 4. 2 here. Just get rid of that so there's no chances for mistakes. 2 there, 3 here. Get rid of this. And 9, 9. That's a 6. These here, 3 and 3. Get rid of that. So 2 there. Get rid of this. Can't be anything there or here. So we can at least go 2 there on that one. But probably, honestly, another one. Wow. So it wasn't directly in the center. I'm impressed. There actually was some irregularities in this one. 9 here. 9 there. 4. 4. And 4. Get rid of this. 1 here. This goes to 2. This goes to 6. This 11 goes this way. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, I thought we were already confident on where that went. Okay. 3 here, 3 there. And here's where we are at. Okay, so what do we have? 5, 1, 2. 5 space, that literally just goes right here. 2. This 2 has to go here. This 2 is going to go up this way. Okay. 5, 1, 1. That won't work that way, but we can at least go to here. Which lets me go like that. This is a 1. This 6 is right here, so that's done already. Can't go to there. 3, 2, 1, 1. That's a lot of numbers, and I don't think that that'll actually help finish that. But 3 space, 2 space, 2 space, almost. So we can go like that. Probably a 1 there. Get rid of this. That perfectly separates the 3s into one of these 2 options. I guess then we can go 1 here. That really doesn't help much though, does it? Okay. 3 can go either way. 5 can go into multiple options. 1 and 2 can both fit here, but they can also have one of the 2 be here. This 1 could go here, here, or there. Way too many options. Just had to take a chance, and that really didn't help much. Okay. 1 here. Wow. Somehow I am managing to get no help once again. 1 here. I didn't expect that there. So let me guess. 4 here? Of course. Funny enough, I don't really think that helps too much. Okay. So the 11 goes far on that side, but the 8 and 7 doesn't. Of course. 11 to here. 9 to there. This 7's in the middle because fun or something, I don't know. 2 here. Have to make everything difficult, even though it's like the 3rd area in the entire game. 4 here. Get rid of this. This 9 goes to there. This 9 goes to there. And this 6 goes here. So the 8 doesn't go as far as it could go. I don't know how I'm supposed to use that for help at all. Should have definitely paid more attention to where that was. Okay, one here, get rid of this, and all of that, and this. This 2 is there, I know that for certain. The 7 is there. Oh, that is actually in the middle. So the 8 is there. Okay. 2 here, 2 there. That goes like this. 1 here and 3 here. There's the 2 there. Okay. So in the long run, we're basically right back where we started, except for we have it up to here now done. 1 there, 1 here. That's a 3 already. We said like this, so like that. 1 here, get rid of this. 1 there and there. 1 has to go here. I don't know, 2 has to go there. 2 here, get rid of that. That has to be a 1, so the 2 is there. 2 here. 1 there. Wow. That was obnoxious. What was that even, a boat? Okay. Final level. Oh my gosh. What's with all the 1s? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Close, so we can go like this. At least that gives us something to start with. Not much, but something. 1 there. 1 here. Wow. I am very shocked. Now the real question is, where's this 4 go? 1 here. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Now what? Okay. The guesswork's getting kind of obnoxious, but I think I'm getting a basic feel for this level. 1 there. This 2 is up here somewhere. This is to 5. That is already a 5. This is to 7. This has to be connected there. These are all 1s. This is a 5. That's a 2. That's a 1. This is a 1. Get rid of this. 2 here. That's a 1. There's a 2. Get rid of that. This is a 6. That's a 4. This is a 5. There's the 3. This is to a 4. 1 there. Okay. These are all done. That's there. 4 here. Nice. This level does not look fun anymore. It never honestly looked fun. Too many 1s. It's not very satisfying. 1 here. Get rid of this. 1 here and here. Get rid of that. 1 there. Okay, we got a row done. Can't go there or here. This 2 could go either here or here again. 2 space. No, but we can put a 1 here. Get rid of this. What about this 4, 3, 2? 4 space, 3 space, 2 space. There'd be 3 spaces left, so 1 can go here. Then 1 here? Of course not. Honestly, don't even know if I want to even try to complete this level tonight. Just because it looks like an absolute mess. Top left. So what was it? 3 here. And then 4 there. Okay. We'll try this one more time. Just because the level looks like an absolute monster. This is the kind of level that I would expect to be in the final area in the game. but like a 20 by 20 version of it. Not in the first couple of areas where it doesn't belong. 4 here. Okay, like this, 2 here. This is to 4. Wow, it actually is. So the 1 has to go there, there's the 3. Okay, great. Wonderful. Somehow I don't feel any closer to finishing this level. 1 there. That's how you really know you've got a great level in World Mosaic, is that you can do half of it and still feel like you're nowhere near actually being able to win it. That's how you know it's a good level. Okay, 5 there. This is for 3. This is a 1 here. Get rid of that. These are all 1s. The problem is there's just nothing to work off. Like, you're kind of looking at it just going, so should I continue with the 4s? Because obviously it doesn't just go forever. 1 there. Get rid of that. 1 here. There's a 1 there. Get rid of this. We can go 2 here. 2 here. 3 here. Get rid of that. Nothing there. So this 1 has to go here. 3 space 2 actually does work. This one's all done. This is done. 1 there. It's a very methodical level, and I don't have the patience for it. Get rid of this. 1 here and here. Get rid of that. Nothing there. This is the rest of the 3. 1 here. This is just a 1, so there's the 2. 1 here, get rid of that. That's a 3. That's a 3. Okay, 1 has to go here, get rid of this. That's a 2 there, get rid of that. 1 has to go here. 1 has to go there. That's a 2. This is a 2 as well. Okay. Can't have any of the 2s there. So this 1 has to go here. 1 there gets rid of this. 1 there gets rid of that. This has to be a 1 getting rid of that. Jeez. Is that a flag? Is that the French flag? No. What is this? Betty Ross flag. Oh. Okay. I think I'll probably do just 1 more level in the next one, just because of how much of a headache that gave me. Hopefully the next level will have some easier ones. Sword of the Father. Okay. That does not look like it's going to prevent me from having a worse headache. Okay, we can go like this. 4 here, 1 there, 4 here and a 1 there. 1 here, 1 there. Put that there. Nothing here. This can go to 6. Nothing there. 4 here. Get rid of all of that. Doesn't really help much, but progress. That's a 1, so there's the 3. This is a 5. Part of the 2 is there. Can't have anything here. Oh, that just goes straight across now. There we go. 5 here. That's to a 9. Get rid of that. This goes to a 7. And here we are. Okay. 5, 1. Oh, this is just a 4. Okay. 1 has to go there. That can't go here, as much as it looks like it wants to. 1 there. 1 here, get rid of that. And all of this. There's the 3. There's a 1. Okay. So 2 there. We get to there. Can't have the 5 there because it's already starting over there. There's the 5 here. This just goes like that. 1 has to go there. This has to go here. There's the 4. That's a 3. Okay. 3 here. This 2 has to go there. Gets rid of all of that. 5 here, 1 there. 1 here. 1 there. Gets rid of all of this. And this. 5 there, gets rid of that. 1 here, and a 1 there. Okay, can we stop with all the 1s, please? Started off with Trenton. Okay. Okay, next one. This is 14 right there. These ones are a bit obnoxious, it looks like. 1 there, we can get rid of that. Probably this as well. This 4 here. Nice. Oh, I thought these were all 2s. Okay, so up to there, up to here, 1 there, get rid of all of this. Okay, we can go 3 here, we can go 2 there, probably go 1 more, get rid of this. 1 here, so can't go there. Has to be 2 1s, I'm not entirely sure where they are at all. 1 here, nice. Okay, 1 there, get rid of this. And that. And this 5, no. Can't go anywhere there, can't go here. There has to be 3 1s this way, so there's that. Okay. 2 here? Nope. Okay, so this is the 4 there then. 2 here, get rid of that, that's a 1, this is the 5. 3 here, get rid of this, there's a 2, and there's the 4. 3 here, get rid of that, get rid of this, and all of this. Okay, 1 there, get rid of that, 1 there. There's the 4, 1 here, 2 there, get rid of all of this, and that, and this. 3 here, get rid of that, there's the 2. 1 there, there, and there. 3 here, there's the 3 there, get rid of that, that, and this. This 4 goes this way, there's the 3, there's the 4 there. Okay. 3 here, get rid of that. 1 here and 1 there. 1 here, that is the 1. Okay, there's the 7. Get rid of this. 3 here. Can't have a 2 there. This 1 has to go here. This is nothing, so there's the other 1 there. There's the 2. Get rid of this. 1 has to go here, and 1 has to go here. 5 and a 1. Okay. And this is... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. Okay, next one. 11 here. 5 there. 5 here. 3 to there. 1 there. Probably 1 there. Can't go there. 2 here. Get rid of that. 4 here. And we have 5 there. Okay. 1 has to go there, so the 2 has to go here. rid of this. There's the 5. This can go down to there now. This 4 has to go here. 3 to there. There's the 6. Get rid of that. 4 here. Get rid of this and this. There's the 6. 1 there. Okay, this 13 I now know exactly where it is. This 5 is done. This is all done. Okay, now over here on this side, we can go to there. This is all 2s. Can't have anything there. This is a 1. Okay. 2 can't go there. 1 is there. This 2 has to go here. Can't go there. This 7 can at least have 6 placed. 3, 3, and 3. So the 4 has to go here. These 3s are done. This 4 has to go there. Get rid of that. And this is a 1, so there's the 4 here, and there's the 7. So this 7 goes to here, so does that 1. This is a 3, get rid of that. So this 4 has to go here, and then a 1 there. Get rid of this, and all of that. Nothing here. There's a 2 here. Get rid of all of this. Okay. And 1 here. 4 can't go there. 3 has to have 2 here. Get rid of that. And this. 1 here. Get rid of that. Okay, wait a minute. 4 here. Get rid of all of this. There's the 3. Can't have 1 here. This 1 has to go here, so there's nothing there. That means these 1s have to go here. Get rid of that. 1 there, 2 there. Okay, get rid of all of this. So then there has to be a 1 there, and there has to be a 1 here. I don't know why these seem so complicated. I think we're only on, like, area 4 or 5, right? From the last one, that wouldn't even be half of it. Okay. 3 here? No, we can do 2, though. Okay. Let us go to 6 in that direction. Let us go like this. 2 here gets rid of that and all of that. Okay. That's a 1. That's a 2 already. Can't have anything here. Same thing over there. I think we can put 1 there. And then 2 space almost, so we can go 3 probably. So now we know the 2s have to be there and there. This 5 in the center, no, doesn't work. About 1 there, 2, or 1 space, 2 space. Can't fit 2 of the 2s there, so we'll go 2 here. Okay. Of course, that actually doesn't help now. 3, 4, 2, 1, 4, 1. Can't have a 2 here or there, obviously. 1 there. Get rid of this and this. Okay, that lets us go 2 more down that direction. There's the 4. Okay. That definitely will help out a bit. But, that's about as far as that goes. 1 there. I'm not sure if there's a 1 space 2 or what's going on. Has to be a 2 here. So get rid of that. If there's a 4 here, it could be 1 space 4, so never mind. Has to be a 1 or a 2. It could be in both areas, honestly. Can't have a 2 here. Oh, this puzzle is absolutely horrible. It is perfectly spaced out to cause a fail. So let's just figure out where this 5 was. Of course, if I had just gone with the easiest route that time, it would have been correct. So 5 there, 5 here, 7 there, 6 there. Okay. And now we actually have something to work off of. So 2 here, that's a 3, that's a 2 here, that's a 2 there, 3 here, 4 there. Get rid of all of that, all of this, nothing here or there. Okay, 2 here, get rid of that. There's the 5. 2 there. There's a 4. 2 here. Okay, 1 there. And there. Get rid of that. There's the 2. 2 there. There's the 3. Then a 1. Get rid of this and this and that. 2 here and 2 there. Okay, what is this? Ah. Yeah. Coffin or a casket. Okay. Next one. 11 here. 2, 2, 4, 9, maybe. I guess 5 in the center. Nothing there or there. Maybe like a 1 here. So that has to be the 3. 2 space, 2 space. Yeah, all of these 2's could be over here. So that doesn't help. This has to be the 3 though. So I can go like that. Pretty sure same thing with this here. And this there. Okay, so 4 space, 2 space, that would actually work. That's actually not the way it works though. Okay. Where's this 12 go? Of course. So 12 goes all the way to the end. 3 here. Get rid of that. 3 there. There's the 4. Okay. So can't have anything there or here. This 9 can go here, but then 1 more on this side. That's a 1. That's a 1. This is a 1. Okay. This has to be a 2, so this has to be the 1. Really not a lot of help with that. It's 2 space. Nope, way too much space in there still. 1 here. Pretty sure it's just 2 space. It's like this. Yeah. Okay. This one's done as well. This is a 2. That's a 3. This has to be a 3, so 3 space. That has to go that way. Okay, that's a 1. This has to go here. I believe this can go... Oh no, that can't go there. This has to go here. This is the 3 in this direction. Has to have another 1 this way. 1 here. So we can get rid of that there. 2 space, 2 space. No, but something like that. So 1 here, get rid of this. This has to be a 2, get rid of that. There's a 3 here and a 3 there. There goes the rest of the 1s. There has to be a 1 here, and there has to be a 1 there. So get rid of this, this, and then 1 here. And this is a 2 as well. Then there's a 2 here and there. I autoed. My brain just turned off and just, let's go. Let's just get it done. Once the move is over, I'm going to greatly enjoy not having a headache all the time. Okay, let me see here. Nothing there, there, or there. This 12 goes all the way to here. Then the 3 goes up. 1 there. 1 here. Get rid of this and this. There's the 4. There's a 3. That's a 1. That's a 3. Then a 2. Then a 1. This goes to 7. Okay. That's a 1, so there has to be a 1 here. So that's a 2. This 2 goes here. 1 has to go there. Okay. Nothing there. I'm pretty sure it went 2 space 2. Yep. 1 there. And 2 here. Get rid of that. 3 there and 3 there. 1 here. Get rid of this. 1 there. Get rid of that. That's a 1 here. A 2 there. 2 and 2. Okay. Is that like a boat? Okay. And we go over here to the next one. We have a 15 at the bottom to start off with. 6 there, 4 here, and then a bunch of 1s again, because that's fun. Okay, 1 has to go there. There's the 8. This 5 goes this way. And we can go like this, and then like that. Get rid of this and this. These are all 1s. That's a 1 as well. Can't go there. 2 space. So 2 space, 2 space. No, this has to be a 2 here. There's the 3. Getting rid of all of that. This can go up 1 more. 2 has to go here. Okay. All of these are 1s, potentially. Except for this one. I want to say that this 8 could probably go 4 here. And this has to be a 1 as well. And so does this. And because of that, this has to go here. Getting rid of this and this. So if this is a 1, can't have a 2 there. If this is the 2, this wouldn't be there anyways. So get rid of that. This could be a 2. That can't be. Neither can this or this. So 1 here, 1 there. Getting rid of that. Can't have a 2 there now. So 2 there. And there's literally the only place that the 2 could go. 1 has to go here. Get rid of that because there has to be another 1 there. Can't have a 1 here now. 1 there. Get rid of this. The 2 has to go here. And there's the 8. And a 1 there. Get rid of that. Okay. This is a 1. There's nothing that way. So there's the 3. That's a 1. There's 3 and a 2. Getting rid of that. There's the rest of that line. Or I should say those lines. So 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. And then just this. Okay. Ferry in. But like, ferry as in a boat, not ferry as in like a pixie of sorts. 5 here. Another level I really don't like. 1 there? Yeah, I didn't think so. So we're none of the edges are good at all for helping out. Where would we even start to get a clue from this? Maybe here? Wonderful. So there's the 4 space, and 2 here goes up to here. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so 5 there, get rid of this, get rid of that, this. So 5 here. I mean, probably not. Up to 8 here. Then we can go to 4 there. Get rid of this. This can go up to... This is just a 1, so we're both of these. That's a 2. Could be 3 space. There's literally enough space to fit 1s in there. Or this could just be a 1. That could be a 1 over here, and then 3 space too. So, not a lot of help there. It's actually odd now this looks like a 5. I mean, really nothing. There's just nothing to work off of. 5 here, I guess. Cool. I love just blindly guessing. Let me see here. 1 there. Can go up 1 more, which does a lot. Okay. We have nothing. There's literally nothing that I can go off of. 3 here. 2 there. Can't have 1 here. This could be a 1. It could also be part of the 2. Don't know where the 3 is. This 4 is a complete mystery. This could be the 2 because the 3 and both the 1s can fit there. Okay, can't have 1 connecting there, so 1 here, get rid of this. There's the 4. Okay. I guess we know where the 4 is at least, to a degree. Of course the 3 can fit in either direction, so... we kind of expected that would work that way at this point. Okay. This has to be a 1. That didn't help at all. Maybe 1 here? Yeah, should have expected that. So it's this way, and then it's that way. Okay, where's the 10? The 10 is just from the bottom. Great. Okay. What an absolutely hilarious level. And this is going to be getting kept in the recording. Usually I try to clean it up so I don't just have minutes of me failing on the same level, but to showcase the difficulty in this particular game, I think I need to keep them in. Just to show that sometimes these levels just don't give you any help at all. 4 here, get rid of this. That's a 1, so there's the 2. This is actually the 3. Wow. That's a bit obnoxious. Okay, so this has to be the 2 here. So there's the 3. Get rid of that. There's the 2. We can get rid of this now. These are all done here. So 5 there. This is also a 1. There's the 7. Get rid of all of this. And what we're left with is a bunch of 1s. 1 here. So this can go to there. This is a 1. Nothing here. 3 there. 1 down. Has to have 1 here. Get rid of this. 1 there. Get rid of that. This has to be a 1. This as well has to be a 1. So this has to go here. Can't go there now. Are we stuck again? I guess 2, there's supposed to be 4 1s, so we can go 1 and 1. Can't go from there, so we have to go 1 this way. Get rid of that and this. That's a 2. So there's nothing this way. There's the 4. 1 there, get rid of that. Okay. 1 here, get rid of that. 1 there and there. Okay. Can't go there, so there has to be a 1 here. And can't go there. So there has to be a 1 here. Yes. And now what? How is this even a level? 1 here, 1 there. Get rid of this. Get rid of that and this. This 1 has to go there. This 1 has to go here. The 2 can go either places, here or there. 1 there, get rid of this. 1 here. And I mean, I'd expect here and here. Yes. Okay. And then 1 there, getting rid of this. There's the 2 here. 1 there and 1 here. Jeez. How is it that complicated for a 15 by 15? Just stop putting 1s everywhere. You don't need to put the starry sky. Okay. 8, 12, 13, 14. So we can go 4, 2 there, 1 here. Okay. You go 3 over here. I love these ones. I think this is just straight down. Yes. Almost. I actually have a lot of them that are really close to just being straight down. Go 4 here. This has to be a 1. 1 there. 4 here. Okay. And that's got to be a 1. This has to be a 1 as well. Nothing there. There's a 3. There's the 5. There's a 3. Get rid of this. Okay. Has to be 3 there. Get rid of that. And this. These are both 1s. This can't go there, so there's the 5. And there's the 2. Getting rid of this. There's another 5. This is just a 3. So this has to be a 3 here. That's just a 1. This has to be part of the 4 here. Okay. Now we're stuck again. So 3 space 2 or 3 space 2. Both of those work. So we can go 1 here and we can go 1 there. 1 there. Great. So this is the 5. And the 6. 1 here. 1 there. Nope. Not a guarantee yet where that is. 3 here. Cool. 6 there. And 3 here. Nothing there. 1 there. Get rid of that. I'm honestly shocked that wasn't a mistake. I was expecting it. Okay. So at least part of the 6 is done, but where does that really help me out? 3 here, space, or this is the 1, so there's just spaces here. Who knows? Not me. 3 here. That has to be a 1. This has to be the 2 now. Get rid of this. 2 there. Get rid of that. There's the 4. Man. What an absolutely terrible level set. Like, none of these feel even remotely decent. Usually with these World Mosaic maps, and I've talked about it in the past, usually you kind of get to a point where you go, okay, from this point on, this is going to be an easy puzzle. None of these have felt that way. It just feels like a ton of guesswork and speculation. Okay. So, now what? Just a bunch of 1s, that's all I'm dealing with again. So this is 2, 4, 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these two have to be ones. Okay. And 2 and a 1. There's a 2 part here already. Nothing there or there. There has to be 2 ones over here, so 1, 1 space. So this has to go here. But that, of course, doesn't help at all. 1 has to go there, get rid of this. So 1 here, 2 there. There's the 3, there's the 1. I think that's the rest of the 7. Okay. We can get rid of this. 1 can now go there, which just helps out so much. 1 can go in here somewhere, 1 could go in there somewhere, 1 in here, 2 there, or 1 and 2. I don't know. 1 here, get rid of this. 1 there. Oh my gosh, there's even space down here. This level is terrible. Okay. Just gonna figure out where. So 2 and the 7 on both are the same. Okay, great. Just 5 minutes of my life I am never getting back. 2 and 7. Okay. 3 there, 5 here, 4 there, 4 here, 2 there, 5 here, and 6 is there. There's the 2. There's the 6. And there's the 6. Okay. Roughly back to where we were basically there. Nothing there or here, so the 1 has to go there. Get rid of this. This goes up to 5. This goes up to 9. I can't believe that's the same level as that one. Jeez. Okay. 2, get rid of this. There's the 3. 2 there, there's the 1. Get rid of all of this. There's a 2 here, get rid of that. Okay, there's a 1, there's a 1. That's a 6, there's a 1. It's crazy how we can get all the way up to here, and I still have no idea what's going on. 5 there, 2 there, there, and there. Some people would say, like, that's true difficulty. Okay, but does it have to be this difficult when it's one of the first areas you actually play? Like, it's not like this is the final puzzle set. This is one of the first ones. Can't go. Actually, could go there, so hold on. 3 space, so we can go 2 here, 3 there, there's a 1, get rid of this. Just get rid of all of that. And 1 here, get rid of this. It's this one here that's really, I think, been my biggest problem. And I think now, because I know that, we should be better equipped to finish this. 1 here, 1 there, get rid of this. 1 has to go here, there's the 3, get rid of that, and this. 1 has to go here, get rid of that. 1 has to go here and here, get rid of this. This, so there's a 1 there. 1 here, get rid of that. 1 there, and 1 there. I just want to see, like, what, do they make clouds in the background? No. It's shadow play. Excellent. Okay, 2 more left. 4, 5, 3. I think that's, again, almost straight across. Okay, bunch of 1s. We at least can go to there. 2 here. There's a 7 over here. Getting rid of this and this and that. And this. So nothing there either. Probably a 1 here. Get rid of that. 4 here. So this can go up to 4, 5, 5, 5. Getting rid of that. 4 here. Okay, so we just get the entire bottom 5 done from this, and then the rest I have to guess on. How fun. 1 here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe they help us out a bit with this one. 2 here. 2 there. Now this no longer works like that, at least as a guarantee. 1 space, 1 space, 1 space, 1. Actually, this is just straight across 1s. So now there's a 2 there, get rid of that. No guarantee there. Now there is. So 2 here, there's the 4, get rid of this. 1 there, 1 there. This is literally just the 1. 2 here, get rid of that. There's the 5, then a 3 and a 2, get rid of both of these. Nothing there or there. 1 here, get rid of that, and this and this. 1 there, and 1 there. Okay. I think we have 1 more left. We move on to the next level. Set. 20 by 20. Excellent. This just looks like an absolute nightmare. Okay, so it starts easily enough. It's there. Then we go to 11. This can go up to 8. This is all just that. Then this goes up to here. This goes to 3. And there's a 6 here. There's a 7. Bunch of 1s. Okay. These are a bunch of 1s and a 6 here. Getting rid of that. We can go 6 here and there. And then up to a 4, a 3, a 4, and a 3. 1 here gets rid of this and that. Can't have 3 here, so it has to go over there. Okay. So 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20. This just goes straight across. Surprisingly enough. Okay, 2 here. Get rid of this and this. 4 there. These are all 1s. 4 there. This is just done. These are all 1s, so are these and these. So a 3 has to go here, and a 3 has to go here. That just finishes the bottom half. We can go 7 here and here. 1 there, nothing here or here. So there's the 3. And that finishes this, so now we know where the 9s go exactly. And finishes that, so we know this is a 5. Nothing here. That's a 5. This is a 5. That's a 4 on the side as well. Getting rid of that row. That has to go here. 3 there. 1 here. Gets rid of all of this. This 7 goes to here. Finishing this and this. 3 there. This is a 5. Nothing here or there. This is a 3. Then a 6 to there. 9 to here. 1 there. Okay. Let's just get rid of the ones we have done so far. Now it's like a 5 by 5, with this one being known as a 6. Is this already a 9? Yes, it is. 3 here. This to a 4. There's the 3. Get rid of this. And that. and all of this. 2s have to go here, and then a 1 there. Okay. Now I think I still have a little while longer for this video to go, so it'll probably be the next, one to the next map. What was that, number 5? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Okay, the Gilded City. And immediately we're back to 15 by 15s. 1 there, this can go to 10. Get rid of that. I mean, technically we can go like 8 here. This is like this. This is a 2, because that's the 3, or part of the 3, I should say. Nothing there. Nothing here, or there. 1 here. Get rid of this again, and this. Okay, we can go 8 here. 1 there. Nothing here, so this 5 has to go there for this part of the 6. 1 here, this can go up to there. That's a 3. This is a 1, so there's the 6 here. Get rid of that. There's the 5. That's a 3, that's a 3. That's a 3. Get rid of this whole line. Can't have a 2 there. There's the rest of the 3 here. That could be a 3 and then a 2 here, so actually that's exactly what that is. Can't have anything here. That's a 5. There's the 4. 3 here. Get rid of that. There's the 9 there already. 2 here. Get rid of that. This has to be the 3. This has to be a 1. Nothing there or here. This 7 goes up to there. This is a 3 here. 3 there. Get rid of this. 1 here. Nothing there. 1 there. Okay, there's a 4. All of that is done. There's a 2. 1 here. Get rid of that. This is already a 9. 4 here. There's the 3. And then a 4, 2, 1. Get rid of this and this. 2 here. 2 there. 3 here. And the first one is done. We probably will end up stopping in the middle of this one for this video. I am again not going to even try to pronounce that. I feel like at least the T is probably silent. Okay, 15 here. I don't know why this one starts off so easy. 6 there, 4 there, 3 there, 2. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get rid of this and all of that. Was fully expecting one of those to be a mistake. I don't know why. Okay, there's a 12 here and here. And then there will be 11 there. 1 here, get rid of this and all of that. That's a 3. This can't go to there. This 6 has to have 3 here. This can go to there. And 2 here. Making that done, so there's the 6. Then a 6 here, get rid of that. There's the rest of the 9. 5, get rid of all of that. And 4 space, no, we can go 3. 1 here, get rid of this. 1 there. Okay. And a 2 here of somehow. And of course just a bunch of ones, because why wouldn't there just be a bunch of ones? One here. Woohoo. One there. Nope. I don't know how I'm supposed to figure out with these numbers. Oh, I guess I could have done that. That's annoying. Okay. Okay, my bad. We'll start with the 6 at the bottom. And this is just 5s here, and then a 6 there, and then a 5 here, and a 5 there. Okay, 8 here, 15 there, 8 here and here, 6 there, 4 there, 3 and 2, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Now we can go 12 here, and there, and an 11 there. Naturally, we can go to 8 here. There's the 3. I don't know why I am doing this way, just because of the fact that there's now a higher chance for me to make a mistake. But I guess it's just called too many puzzles. Okay, get rid of that. These are 5s already. There's a 1 here. Get rid of this. There's the 9. Get rid of that. There's the 3. Okay. So 3 here. Get rid of this and this. That's a 3. There has to be 1 here, so there's the 2. Get rid of that. I don't know why I didn't do that last time. I mean, to be fair, it really didn't help much, but especially because of just the absolute convenience of there being only one available here and 2 spaces for it. Like, if this had been here, easy. It's not, because life. 1 there. I think I tried to put 1 here last time and it was wrong. Which, of course. Okay, there has to be a 1 here. Get rid of this, 1 there. Okay. There has to be 2 1s here. Okay. So now there has to be 1 there. Get rid of this. And like, you'd like to think that actually did something, right? There we go. 1, 3. This 1 has to go there. This is already a 2, so there's a 1 here. That's a 2. Get rid of that. 1 there, 1 here, and 1 there. Okay. And this is gold-laden baskets. Okay. Next one. We have a 4, 5, 4 that I think is straight across. Yes, it is. Okay. And then we have 11, 11, and then 12, because it just has to be different. 3 here, 2's there, like this, 1 there, 1 there, and then 1 here. Get rid of all of that. Okay. And then like that, 3 here, and that's a 3, and there's a 3, that's a 2, 1 there, 2 there, this is a 5, there's a 1 up here. Okay. 3 here, 3 there. Okay. I don't know what's with the alternating left and right each time. 2 there, and then this 3 has to go here. Okay. And like this. And like that. There's a 4 here. 2 has to go here. There has to be a 1 there. This has to be over here on this side. 2 here. 1 there. Get rid of that, that, and this. And this. 2 here. That's a 1, so it was that. 3 here. This can go up to 4, so it can't go there. This can go up to 3. This can go to 3 as well. Okay. So this 3 can't go up to here. This has to go over here, so get rid of the rest of that. 1 here, get rid of this and this. Can't have anything here. This 4 has to go there, because this has to go over to here. This can go up to 4, get rid of that, and that finishes this row and this row. That could be a 1. Actually, I think it is a 1. 2 here. Get rid of this. 1 there. There's the rest of the 5. So 1 here and 1 there. Get rid of that. And 5 has to go here, and then a 1 there. Get rid of all of this. This 1 has to go here. That is already a 2. There's the 3 and the 2. Get rid of this. Same thing with this one as on the other side. 3 there to finish the 5. 1 has to go here, get rid of that. 1 has to go here, here, and here. Getting rid of this, this, and this. It's like a fountain. Or trees. Maize stalks. Corn. Okay. Well, I mean, maize and corn are very different, but that is what it's always... trying to think of the right word for it. It's what you always hear people say. I think there's genetically they are very different. 3 here. Another one with no help in the center. Excellent. That would be too easy. 1 more. Nice. So 6 over here too. Okay. Is this... No, because of this 2 here. Thought maybe it'd be symmetrical. Nope. Even there's like an extra 1 up here too. Okay, nothing here. I'd like to think that this is a 1. 3 here. Technically can only do 2. Can't go there. 3 here. Nice. Okay. So there's a 5 in the center. It is. Nothing here or there. This is not there either. There's a 3 here and here. Gets rid of this. And that. And then what, like a 3 here again? Well, it can't be here or there. So this goes up to 6. So does this. 1 there. And that one, and this one. Like this, okay. 5 here. Okay. Good. Can't go there, has to go here. Excellent. So this has to be a 1. This can go anywhere. This has to be part of the 4. Can't go here either. This 5 is already done, so there's the rest of the 4 here and here. Gets rid of the bottom one. This has to be the 2. That is a 1. This 1 has to go here. Get rid of this. 1 there. So there are 2 1s left, so 1 here and then 1 here. There's the 3. Okay, there's that 3. And this has to be a 1. So does this. Can't have anything here, so 1 there. Can't have anything here or here. So let's go to there. There's the rest of those 2 3s. And there's the 2. Can't have anything here. There's the rest of the 9. There's a 3. There's a 3. Gets rid of both of these. So this 1 has to go here. This 2 here. And a 1 there, and the rest of the 3 there. Okay, is this number 4 for puzzles for this set? Is that a volcano? No. I think that's a building. Possibly a town center kind of a thing. 4 here. Gets rid of this whole 1 already. Can't go here or there. There's the 8, 3, 3, and 3. That was way too convenient. 1 there, gets rid of this. We can go 5. Yes. That's a 1, and nothing here either. Probably a 1 here, but I really don't want to lose. This 7, 3, 1 is 11. There's only 14, 12, and 13. So we can probably go up to here. Nothing there or here. 5 can't go there. Almost enough to put at least one of the parts of the 5 there. Get rid of this. Can't have a 5 there. Can't have a 2 there. 1 here for the 4. Get rid of this. This has to be a 1. Could technically put a 3 over here, because of course you can. So 1 has to go here. Okay, this is just there. I really have nothing. Like I said, this 5 can't go anywhere at all. This 3 can't go anywhere. Maybe we go like 1 here. Can't have a 4 to there. This could be a 1. It could also be a 3. Impressive. Another level where I feel like they don't actually give you any hints. Nothing here. Of course, that's the 2. So this goes down to here. And probably down to here. Nope. So the 2's over here. Is this where the 3 is? Yes, it is. Okay, so we'll do the 7 and the 3. So 3 here, 7 there. We know that this 8 goes right from there. That's a 3, that's a 3, and that's a 3. And this 5 goes to there. There we go. Really don't know how I'm supposed to figure that out without using hints, but 2 there, get rid of this. There's the 4, get rid of that. 4 here, 2 there, 2 here. Okay, this can go all the way to there. This is a 5. That's a 1. 3 space, no, so we can go 2. 1 there. Get rid of that. Part of the 3 has to go there. That's the 4. This is a 1. So there's the 3 and the 1 here. Get rid of that line. Nothing there or here. That's the 4 already. Okay. 1, 1, and 1. Get rid of that. And this. 2 1s there. There's the 5. Get rid of the rest of this. 3 here. Get rid of that. 1 there. That's a 2. That is also a 1 here. 1 there. 1 here. Some kind of a soldier, possibly. Or a warrior. Warrior, nice. And the next one, any 15s? This down here is actually pretty close to being straight across, so we can probably start here at least. 12, 13, I think this is straight across. 5 or 7, 1, 5. That is probably a 1. These are definitely 1s. Can't be anything here. The 7, 2, 1 is probably close to being straight across. Get rid of all of that. 1 there. There's the 4. That has to be a 1. That's a 2. This is a 2. 3 can't go there at all. There's the 5. Okay. So here we are again with yet another conundrum. This is just a 1. 3 here. Nice. Of course, if I'd gone with the... I love how you just get to a point in this game, and it happens every single world mosaic. You have to almost like reset the internal timer and just go, okay, so we're at the point in the game now where you do the opposite of what helps. They go a little while where they do the puzzles in the way that would best help out the player, and then they just flip a switch and are like, okay, now we're going to make everything not helpful at all. 7 space, no, we can go 6. 5 here, get rid of that. There's a 2, 2, 3, 1, and then there's the 4s. Okay, this is a 1 here. These are all 1s. This is a 2. So nothing here. This 3 goes back to there. Get rid of that. And this. There's the 2. Get rid of that. Okay, 2 space. Of course, perfectly unable to help. This is a 4. This 5 is in the best place to be of no help. 3 space. Close. So we'll go 2 here, getting rid of these 2 rows. Can't go here. So 2 space, there's the 4. Okay. There we go. That's a 3. 4 space. Nope, so this 4 has to go down here. This 5 will go here. There's a 2 here. This 2 literally can't go there at all. That's just great. Very satisfying when that happens. 2 there, get rid of that. And this. Nothing there or here. There's a bunch of empty spaces on this. 1 there, get rid of this. That's a 4. And there's a 3 there, get rid of that. There's the 4 here. Okay. Nothing there, so 1 here, get rid of that. 2 here, there's a 2, get rid of that. Okay, great. 2 here, nothing there. That is also a 2. 3 here, 1 there, get rid of that, and all of this. And all of that. And nothing here or here, so this 1 has to go there. 1 there, get rid of this. 1 here, and 1 there. Okay, next one. A bunch of 9s. There you go, 4 here. This will go to 5s. And then probably all the way to the left. Yep. Probably the same thing up here. Indeed. Can go like this, and now they are of absolutely no help. 3 space, 1 space, no, but we could probably go 1 here. Is this 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Actually, almost straight across. Because, of course, it has to be almost straight across, because if it was straight across, it would actually help a lot. Go to there, get rid of that, and this. And what about this? 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, but 1 here. Get rid of that. And nothing here. If I could just get 1 more, I think I'd be good about this. Nope, of course not. Where's this for? Ah, the best place for it to help out the least. What's this? Yes, so then probably this, of course. Okay, this one doesn't look that bad. 9 and 6, and then 8 across, 8 across. There is that. 8 across, there's this. Okay. There's the 3 and the 2. Get rid of this. 4 to there. 2 here. Get rid of that. That's a 2 as well. Okay, so there's the 9 on this side. 1 and a 1. Can't be a 2 there. 1 space, 2 space. That's just straight across now. Okay. This and that. 1 here. This can't be a 1 there. 4 there. Get rid of that entirely. Can't go here. There's the other 2. 2, 1. I told you this wasn't straight across. Okay. There's a 2 here. Get rid of all of that. That's a 3. Nothing there. 3 there. That's a 1. This has to be a 1. So 2 there, 2 there. Get rid of all of this and this. 2 here, get rid of that, and there's that. Okay. How many more puzzles do I have for this level set? 3 more. Okay. And I might actually try to finish this. Or not. There's a 20 by 20. 3, 3, 10, and 1. This looks like we're probably going to be doing an outline of something. 14, 3, this goes up to 7. So does this, and this. This goes 2, 3, 2. This goes up to 7, and that's just it for that entire line. 6 there, get rid of that. 4 here, and there's a 3. This goes to 7, and this goes to 7, and then there's a 2 there. This and this. Okay. Nothing here. This goes up to 9. 2, that's a 1. 8, 1. This is a 5. 1, this is a 6. This is a 10. And then that's a 3. Get rid of all of that as well. Nothing, nothing. That's a 7. Right here. 2 there. 3 there. Excuse me. Okay, 3 here. And this is a 2. This goes up to 4. 1 there. This is a 5. This is already a 10. That's already a 3. This is a 3 here now. 3 and a 5. Get rid of this and this and that. And this is a 16. And this is a very obnoxious puzzle. Oh, that is not where that's supposed to be. It goes here. I'm impressed that it got all the way to here before it gave up on us and no longer helped, but I don't know why that's so disconnected. This looks like architecture almost. I don't know how they'd be able to disconnect a building like this. Okay, so 21111. Yeah. And can't go here. Can go there. Let's get rid of that. 2 here. Get rid of this. This is nothing. The 3 is here. So is that one. With the 1 there. There's the rest of that 3. Finish this. Okay. 14 here. This might have gone straight across now that I'm looking at it. 4 there. 1 there. Get rid of this. Ah, interesting. I could have just made a really bad mistake. 4 here. 1. 4 here. 1. There's the 3 and the 3. This is also part of a 3. That light in the back is perfect at getting in the way of being able to see certain clicks. 2 here. Get rid of this. This is the 3. Nothing there. 3 here. There's another 3. Get rid of that. 2 here. Get rid of this. 3 there. 1 here. There's a 2. Wow. Is that just all that for a cave? No, that's a building. Okay, thought so. Secret entrance. Might still be a cave, to be honest. Okay, we got some 20s to work with. So 20, 20, 20. Get rid of this. 19. 2 here. Get rid of that. There's the 18. There's the 16 and the 1. Get rid of this and this. 16 here. 1. All of this is done. That is done. That is done. This, and all of that. Okay. And this. Where's this 1 supposed to go? It's got to go here. Okay. Same thing over here. Yeah, I think so, actually. 2 right here. And now the 10 just goes here. 2, 1, 3. Okay. 3, 5 is close. It's 8, 6. 1. That's a 3. 2. This has to go here. Get rid of that. Can't go there. 1 here. This is a 1 as well. This has to be a 3. Get rid of that and this. That has to be a 2, and so does that. Is this just 2 straight across now? 2, space, 2, space, yes. So 2, 2, and 2. Get rid of this, and all of that. That's a 5, 2, and 1. These are both 1s. This is a 1, and so is that. So there's the remaining 1s down there. This is just like this. Then there's this and that. Get rid of all of this. Then 2 here, 2 there, and 2 here. Nice. Looks like we'll actually be able to finish this entire one for the end of this video. Okay, 1 more left. 20 by 20. We have a 16 on the side, so we can probably do 12. Yes. Of course, that doesn't help at all. We can go 14 here. That also really doesn't help too much. Okay. 8, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, so 4. This will let us go 5, 3, 2. And 1 there, getting rid of this. This 5 is here. There's the 6. Here's the 3. go there. This is a 2. This is the 1. Can't go here, so that's just a 2. Now this 11 can go to 9. This 11 can go to 9. Can't have anything here, so nothing there either. Not here. Okay, 1 here, get rid of this. 1 there, so can't go here, so the 3 has to go there. Very roundabout way of doing this, but I can't think of any better way. Can't go here, so there's the 11. Can't go there, so this has to be where the 9 is. This can go to 7. This is a 3, get rid of that. So there's the 7. 2 there, there's the 4. This has to be 1 here, this can go to 10. Okay. 3 here. This 3 has to go up there, there's the 5. 1 there, get rid of this. There's the 4. And that's a 3. So this has to be the 8. Gets rid of that. Which is awesome, but not a huge deal of help. That's a 9. Okay, there we go. 12 goes to there. And the 5 has to go here. This 11 now can go to there. This is 2 already. This can't go here. Nothing there or there, so there's the 4. Get rid of that. Now that's the 6. This 8 has to go over here some way, so there's a 3 there. 3 space, 3 space. That's just straight across now. So there's the 3. This has to be the 4 over here now. This is the 1. This can go to here. This has to be the 3. Gets rid of all of that. And 2 here, 2 there. Gets rid of this and this. Okay. This has to have at least 1 more connecting it. Can't go here, so there's the 4. Gets rid of that. This now has to be the 2. So there's the 3. All of this is done. And can't go there. This has to have at least 1 more connecting it. 2 here. There's a 3. Get rid of this. 3 there. Get rid of that. And another 3 over here. 1 there. This has to be the 3. Then a 1 here. 1 there. Okay. That has to be a 3. Get rid of that. This has to go to 6. And there's a 4 here. This is a 6 already. I'm really impressed how we haven't gotten any help over here yet. 3 there. This can go over to here now. This can actually go over to here. Can't go there though. So this can go up 2 more. Getting rid of that. This 2 has to go here, so it can't go there. Can't go here either. That's still at a 16. This 2 is done, so there's the 5. Gets rid of that and this. That has to be a 1 here, and there's the 17. This 2 has to go here, getting rid of both of these. 16 to there, there's the 8, finishes that. This 2 has to go here. Finishing both of these. Has to have a 1 here. Has to have a 1 there. 2 there, and 1 there. Wow. I'm trying to figure out how many more sets there are. Can't be too many more. Constantine the 4th. Okay. So if you guys are enjoying World Mosaic 6, do me a favor, hit the like button and the subscribe button below. Next level we will begin the House of God. And Obviously, let me know some other games you'd like to see on the channel. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.